in November it's worth spending a few days just going round any new plantings that you've made in the last few years to check that the stakes and ties that are needed are still in place. We're looking here at a Berberis insignis, which is a rather nice but prickly form of Berberis, and as you can see, the weight of the leaves and branches as they've grown have caused the plant to flop over completely on its side, and it needs a good staking to get it back upright. Now you could argue that it's perfectly happy lying down as it is there, but actually when it comes to grass growing up through the plant and keeping the grass maintained around it, obviously it's a good idea to get it standing up properly. Also, this is a plant that's going to grow into clearly going to grow into a large bush. We want it to be a rounded bush. We want it to be growing on all sides and not flopped on the ground as it is. So now we're going to give it the treatment and get it standing upright with a completely new stake. Clearly the old one had got broken a year or two ago, and try and get the plant looking something like it should. So we're going to get a much larger stake, which we think will hold the wind, and get it really firmly into the ground. And then we're going to attach a firm plastic tie around the plant and around the stake in a way in which we can loosen the tie as the tree grows in subsequent years. These are awkward ties to put on, but they are firm and the plant won't then move in the wind, or it won't move very much at all. And I think the final step to take with this plant now, which is very one-sided, is to just give it a light trimming so that it can start to grow out in the more rounded way that we hope. And I'm just therefore going to just cut back some of these longer growths to shape it up. Just a light trim, nothing very much. And hopefully in a year's time the plant will naturally right itself, the leaves will turn to the light, and when it flowers we should get to see the flowers rather better than we would if the plant had been lying on the ground. Undoubtedly it'll shoot again now from the back side, particularly now we've trimmed it, and hopefully we'll end up in a year or two's time with a decently shaped Berberis.